Hello student, welcome to the next video of Business Studies class 12, and now in this video we are going to talk about communication, types of communication. So till now we have already discussed about what communication is and its process. So now let's see in this video the types of communication. So this organization communication, it can be formal communication or informal communication, and formal communication can be vertical, horizontal and diagonal, and informal communication, it is free flow, means it flows from anywhere, it does not have any particular direction. So let's see in detail. So formal communication flows through official channels designed in the organization chart. The pattern through which communication flows within the organization is called as communication network. And informal communication is communication that takes place without following the formal lines of communication. It is said to be informal communication, and sometimes this informal communication, it is known as grapevine. So now let's see to both, like what is formal communication. Student, you remember in types of organization there were formal and informal, means when communication is taking place in the organization or when there is exchange of views or messages related to official matter, it is known as formal communication. Okay, and what is informal communication? So means in informal communication you can choose any person as per your wish. One can share information with any person whom he or she is having trust in the organization, and here the two persons are not officially attached to each other, and there is no fixed path of flow of information. So I think I made it clear to you all that what is formal communication and informal communication in common language. Okay, so once again, whenever there is exchange of views or message in the information related to official matter, like assignment of tasks, fixing responsibility, it is formal communication. Clear? So now let's see that there are, means how this formal communication flows. So according to the direction, means if we talk in the terms of flow of information, so what are the ways? So the first one is vertical communication. Vertical means, student, this one straight line, isn't it? This is vertical communication. So in vertical communication, it can be from top to bottom or from bottom to top. Means it can be either downward communication or upward communication. Okay. So what is downward communication? Downward means coming down. So means the top person, they are giving some direction to the lower people. That is downward communication, means the flow of information from top level to lower level. Okay. So in this means here the information, it flows from top to bottom or from top level to, from superior to the subordinate. Okay, and in this communication the manager, they generally pass instruction to his subordinate, and the success of the downward communication depends on the skill of the manager. So this is downward communication. Then what is your upward communication? Means upward means going up. So means the down, this lower people, when they are communicating with the upper people, that is lower level, when the flow of information is from the lower level to the top level, it is said to be upward communication. So when the subordinate, they pass any information to their superior, then it is known as upward communication. So this is these downward and upward, it comes in vertical communication. Then the informal communication means there is also flow of communication between the person of same level, that is said to be horizontal communication. So horizontal is like something like this, horizontal. So means suppose there is a marketing manager, and marketing manager, they may discuss from time to time about the quality packing of product with the production manager. Means these two manager, they are of the same level but they are of different department. So this is said to be horizontal communication. Then comes your diagonal communication. Means when flow of information between the persons working in different department and holding different level of authority. So in this, what happened that when, like suppose the salesman, they have any request for the production manager to modify the product design. according to the requirement of the customer. Why? Because the salesmen, they are in direct contact with the customer, so they know their customer much better. So this comes under diagonal communication. Means when the information is flowing between the two person and they both are working in two different department and having different authority. Means the salesperson, he is in lower level and the manager in middle level, so they can contact with each other, and this kind of contact, it is known as diagonal communication. Clear? So this is how the information, it flows in formal communication. It can be vertical, it can be horizontal, or it can be diagonal. Clear? So student, now let's see some of the popular communication network. So they are wheel pattern, chain pattern, circle pattern, and all source pattern. So now let's see one by one. So wheel pattern, look, it is just a kind of wheel like this central part, and all are attached. These spokes, the wheel of a cycle, that there is one central part and with which all the spokes are attached. So just like that, there is one superior in between and all the subordinate, they are attached to this superior only, and no two subordinate can contact with each other. This is a kind of wheel pattern. Means it is a most centralized way of communication where all the information flows from one person, that is the superior only, and the other members, they have no communication link with each other. See, like these subordinates, they are not having any link with each other. Then comes your chain pattern, and under this pattern what happens, that the information from one person to another is transferred, and that is their immediate boss, and passes the information to one person who is immediate subordinate. Like A is immediate boss of B and B is immediate subordinate of A. Then just again, B is immediate boss of C and C is immediate subordinate of B. So the immediate boss passes the information to his or her immediate subordinate. This is the chain pattern. Then there is circle pattern, just a kind of circle. Means the one subordinate, they can contact with any other two, just the next two subordinates to them. Like B can contact with A, can contact with C. C can contact with B and D. D can contact with E and C. So likewise this circle pattern work where each person communicate with two more person in a group or receive the information. Then comes your all source pattern, or it is also known as channel pattern, where under this pattern what happens, that there is no fixed pattern of communication. All the members are linked to each other and information can flow from anywhere in the organization. Like see here, A can communicate with B also, can communicate with C also, can communicate with D also. In the same way, D can communicate with A also, with C also, with B also. C can communicate with B, A and D. So likewise, this is all source pattern, means all can contact with each other. Then comes your inverted V. See, this is a kind, means that this is inverted V kind of structure, where suppose this 1 and 2, they are the subordinate and their B is their immediate boss and A is the boss of B. This much is clear. So now what happens, that if suppose 1 and 2, they have any they need to communicate anything to B, they can communicate it because B is immediate boss. But if certain situation, if they want to communicate with the boss of their boss, that is A, they can communicate. So in this network, subordinate is allowed to communicate with his immediate superior and also with the superior of his superior. Clear? Now let's see the definition or the meaning point of view. The notes, single chain. In this communication exists between a superior and his subordinate. Then wheel. In a wheel network, all subordinates under one superior communicate through him only as he acts as a hub of wheel. Then comes your circular. The communication moves in a circle. Free flow communication with each and everyone in an organization, where there is no, means anyone can contact with anyone. Inverted V, a subordinate is allowed to communicate with his immediate superior as well as his superior's superior. So, this is all about the common network of formal communication. Student, now let's see informal communication. So, as I have already told you that informal communication, you can choose any person as per your trust, means the one whom you trust, you can share your whatever you're feeling and whatever information you are having. So it is means different members of the organization who are not officially attached to each other, that there it is known as informal communication. And there is no fixed direction or path for the flow of information. Like in earlier informal communication, what happens, the superior tell their subordinate, then uh, the next superior they tell to their subordinate, means the flow is in a formal way. But here in informal communication, no, there is no fixed direction of path for the flow of information. Okay, and means the information, it moves in any way. And this is the reason, that is why this network of informal communication, it is known as grapevine communication. Okay, informal communication or grapevine communication. So now let's see about the different types of grapevine or informal communication network. So the first one is gossip network, means here each person communicates with the others on a non-selective basis. So what happen in gossip, like suppose this B is a person, so now he or she is having some information regarding the office. So what the person, or any information regarding any kind of thing. So now this B will tell each and every, means whatever she or he wants to tell, to C, to E, to D, to A, or as many members. There is no fixed members, means under gossip pattern one person may tell many, which means information is with one member of organization and that person shares the information with many people. Then comes your single strand network. Here each person communicates to the other in a sequence, means in this what happens, that where a discussion, like suppose A has a discussion with B about any matter, okay, because A trusts B. Then B, suppose now B trusts C, so B will tell to C. C is close friend of D, so C will tell D. So this is the way how the information is passing in informal manner. This is single strand network. Then comes your cluster network. A person communicates with only those people whom he trusts. So suppose this is a person A, and A trusts on C and B. So what C, D and B. So A has transferred the information or communicated the information with C, with B and with D. Now what happens? Now D trusts on G, F and E. So D has communicated it to G, F and E. Then what G is going to do? G will communicate with the one whom he or she trusts. So this is how this cluster network, means A didn't know I or J or H or G, but the message has been conveyed to G, H, I, J, because though A has these three members whom A closely knows, but because D knows G, F, E, so this how this cluster forms. Then comes your probability network. The individual communicates randomly with another, means whomsoever, means A meet B, then A has conveyed the message to B. B will meet C, means no connection between anyone meets anyone and they can communicate the message. So in probability network, the individual may communicate randomly with others individual. So this is all about the common networks of informal communication. And student, this is all about this video, and thank you. Take care, and in case of any doubt you can please ask me through comment box. And student, please do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.